So this is what we came up with in a pinch. I mean, it took us less than 5 minutes. We were looking for something that had a hook on it, so we've got that top thing. That's what Sam had in the garage. I think it's a fireplace part, and that's going to help us get a little bit of that out. I have an auger that I use to dig holes for bulbs. Unfortunately, it's in the greenhouse, but we could actually bend the ends of these, but I feel like an auger would be better. But he's going to actually, oh wait, so I have these that might help. At least they'll get up there, but I don't know if they'll pull it out. But look, this one has that hook on the end, so it's coming over there with us, and that's like 6 feet. But he's still going to get the pressure. Let me get that out of the ground. He's still going to bring over the pressure washer, and he thinks by putting the pressure washer up there, it'll go up, and since there's a clog somewhere, it'll force it out our way and not back, and that's what we're hoping. But we're still going to have to dig the pipe up from the other end and work on this clog from both ends, and then we're going to probably have to dig up the entire pipe and find out why that's so full of that silt. Alrighty. I reached our little hook back and actually pulled out all of this. This looks like some kind of silver. This stuff doesn't stink, which is so weird. But then there's all these little worms. They're like baby earthworms. Not moving though. Dead? This is just weird. I'm betting the pipe got crushed somewhere where it's not buried so deeply. After this, we're definitely gonna extend this pipe, and we didn't have to mark it. We knew precisely where it was, but we'll probably flag the end of it. And Sam's up at the other end cutting the pipe up there to see if there's still water or if we should go run some water in the house. But yeah, this is crazy. I know a lot of people would spaz if this happened to them, but like, I've done this sort of thing my entire life. It's just part of I've never lived somewhere where I had city water. I've never lived somewhere where I didn't have a septic tank, and I've never lived somewhere where I haven't had gray water. So this comes naturally to me. Of course, that doesn't mean I enjoy it. It just means it comes naturally. Now I put the blue thing up there. It's, I think, 5 feet tall, and then just pulled all of this other stuff out there. I mean, this pipe is packed with a lot. Still not a bad smell. This looks like white buildup. That's weird. Let's see what Sam thinks that is. It's not salt. I have been putting a lot of salt down the drain just because they said that it's good for grease and rinsing out biologicals. So this is the other end of our pipe. That's a piece Sam just cut out from there. And all this water came out. And then more of that white crunchy stuff that, I mean, I could say, we don't use powdered detergents. It's definitely not salt. Could be shampoo buildup. Who knows? I don't know. No idea what it is. But in the other end of the pipe, it was just, I feel like it's dirt. It's not smelly sediment. You saw the worms. It's dirt. So I'm thinking there's a broken pipe somewhere underground. So it goes from here through the trees, past the new trailer, and comes out there probably about 50 feet. So I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to pressure wash it and see if it all comes out and we can get it clean. We're going to get rid of the thin walled pipe that's there. We're going to dig this piece out and go with some Schedule 40. And right now I'm thinking I'm going to go run the washing machine, because see that pipe right there? It kind of looks clean. This is what the bottom of the pipe looks like. Has that, I guess, you know what, we have hard water. That might be hard water buildup. I don't know. And that's actually clean, I think, because he put the hose up there to try to get that to work. So, alrighty. I'm not. Okay, so we got most of the stones out by bucketful. That would be me and Nicholas, or Nicholas and me. And so this is the rest. We brought them around to the front. trailer works nicely. I'm glad he got it. Well, we dug back like up to here, and we were going just enough space to put the pressure washer in there. And then we found a broken piece of pipe right here. So right there, that had a slip over it, and so that was the wrong way to put a slip. And then when I reached my hand in there, I poked it on a sharp piece of pipe. So we're going to end up getting the tractor over here and uncovering this pipe to replace it. It's really old. It's that thin-walled stuff, and we're going to put in some Schedule 40. I'm not even going to waste my time with ABS. Just going to get Schedule 40. And then, let's see. I asked Sam to put this aside, see what it is when it dries. I believe this is what's all over the drain, even on the top of the drain, and I'm feeling like that's just soap buildup. And so I'm gonna have to see, and what gets me is on the top as well, top of the drain. It wasn't enough to stop the water, but I've always had long hair, so I did find a lot of hair in the drain. But this I can just scrape off the top of the drain, and it's probably soap. And like I said, it doesn't stink. None of this stinks. I expected all this to smell bad, and I know I keep saying that, and I apologize for that. But yeah, this is not, this was today's project, and tomorrow's project was something different, but I think this may end up being a week-long after-work project. We'll see. So this is the day after I made all those videos. My husband dug up the rest of this gray thin-walled pipe and then checked it. Actually checked it by the fact that it started cracking when he was digging it up. He said you couldn't even touch it without it cracking. So then I thought, okay, well, dirt's getting in. Well, this dirt only kind of got in there when he was digging. But if you see this, you see that white powder in there and how caked it is in there? I stuck my hand in there, and it's just, it was 4 inches thick at the top of the pipe. Look at that. So I'm thinking, now what is that? And it was even on the top, not just on the bottom. And I haven't used, you know how a lot of people make their own laundry soap, and they say they're making their own laundry detergent. Well, I did quit using that probably 2 or 3 years ago when I was told that you're making laundry soap, not detergent, and soap can ruin your machine because new machines are designed for detergent. And you can see that coming out as I talk to you. But so this is so thick, and right there's a lot more of it. You can see it's like, I'm gonna wait for it to dry and see what it looks like, but I think I know what it is. I don't think it is the soap that I used to make. And then we put a pressure washer in this end of the hose, and it came out gray like concrete. Not concrete though, we haven't used concrete here for a long time, and never ended up in the drain. Now Sam thought about digging this entire thing up from here, then it makes a bend, and then it goes out to the road into the deep dry well. Now running a pressure washer through this side, the water stopped bouncing back and kept going. However, it did not come out the other end, which tells us that the pipe is functioning as intended and draining into the gravel that's below the pipe, hence that's the dry well. It actually should never come out the other end if it's functioning properly. So what we decided, instead of digging this entire thing up, we're definitely putting in a clean out, but we have to decide where to put it in the clean out. Ideally, we would want it where this pipe bends and goes out to the road. However, then you've got this problem every time you cut grass. But hey, you know what? If it is what it is, we thought a clean out here would help us clean out that side and this side. And instead of digging up the entire thing, we're just going to go buy a snake, you know, an electric snake, or maybe, I don't know if it'll be electric or not, but we have a lot of tools, Sam and I. I had mine and my brother's and my dad's. He had his, and he had a lot of tools. So, but it's crazy that I had a toilet auger and he did not, and it's just those type of things. Couple things that neither one of us had, and that was also a drain snake, like that goes the whole entire footage. So that's what we're going to invest in, is maybe an electric drain snake, maybe a manual drain snake. And that's what I told him. If we can get the snake all the way through, I don't see the sense in digging up the entire thing, except for the spot maybe where we want to put the clean out. But that's it. This was amazing. And I still don't know what it is, but what I was thinking, I don't think it is the cleanser that like I said, the laundry soap that I used to make, because this is all new pipe. Although that section of pipe is old, this is a recent occurrence that it started. The drains get slow, they back up. I do clean the drains with vinegar, I clean them with salt, and I haven't been known to pour some Dawn dish liquid down there. Now that combination may have made some sort of chemical reaction, but I'm leaning towards, and we seriously considered sending this out to some sort of lab to find out what it is. Or maybe, you know what, who knows, maybe I can just ask a plumber. But I'm thinking, what if this is undissolved Ajax and Clorox, and maybe even a little bit of that soft scrub that I like to use. But the soft scrub I can't see solidifying, but the Ajax and Comet, maybe I can try that. I have some in the house. I'm gonna put some in a glass of our, and remember, we have well water, it's hard water. And I can put some of that in there, or maybe just ask a couple plumbers that I know to see if that can indeed be what that is, because I sprinkle it all through the tub, I dampen it, and then I let it sit for a little bit, and then I come and I scrub it off, and I just wash it down the drain. And I do that in the kitchen, both in the kitchen sink, the bathroom sink, and in the tub. So I'm wondering if that's what that is, and maybe somebody out there knows. And what I'm thinking is, I'm glad that we don't have a sewer, because if I would have done this to the sewer and it wasn't long enough, they say now that sewer companies or septic companies are making you responsible all the way up to the road and not just your branch anymore. So that if this was clogged at the road, I would have been responsible, and you're not allowed to work on that yourself. You have to call a professional that is certified to work on public systems. So, as I said, for now the problem is gone away, simply because the water can drain now. And it's not backing up at all, which is a big help. But if you know what that is, let me know. If you've ever had a problem with Ajax or Comet not dissolving and clogging your drains, let me know. I think that's what it is. Alrighty, thanks for watching. The wrong way. Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Life on the Homestead. I wish I could say what you prepped today, however, this is maintenance, and thank goodness we have this. Sam had to dig a lot of this out by hand, and after me being the wife and complaining because he was taking breaks and I didn't want him to have a heart attack, he got the tractor over here, and he said, it's going to take me 2 hours to go get that tractor. And I said, yeah, but it's also going to take you 2 hours to dig that out. So he actually just popped the end off of the drain from the dry well, and this was in there. And you know what else too, Sam, is having that on the end stopped this from coming out. So maybe having that on the end isn't such a good idea, but I don't know. So now here, do you want to get that? You want me to get down in there? Oh, you just don't let me fall. Okay, thanks. Okay, so that's what our pipe looks like. And our washing machine water has been backing up into the bathtub, and then it drains, but it drains really slowly. What is this? That wasn't in the drain, was it?
No, that was probably
a piece of plastic. Okay, so we're gonna, I don't know what our next step is, but we will maybe let you know. Where's the stop button?